ashes burn in the snow, the night is our turn.
What's up, Star Wars Unlimited fans? It's Loopee here at Late Night Gaming, and we are here for the top 5 best decks from Gencon. I'm actually back yesterday from 4 days at the America's largest gaming festival, gaming convention, and we have now major tournaments from Star Wars Unlimited. We had 3 large events, 128 players in each day, and what this video is going to do is go over each of these decks lightning fast. We do have the deck lists that I am linking to the swudb in the comments, so you can give them a test drive yourself, and let's hit it. This is not the best decks in my opinion. This is really just what performed well as it went. The first one here, number 5, is Sine Green. This deck was, I think, the highest represented overall at the tournament. There were 10 players that top 16'd. I had my best finish on day 2 when I ran Sine Green. That was the one day I rounded. It was 5-2. I just missed top 16 on breakers at number 20. But this is a very consistent aggro deck. It really performs well into some of the greedier control decks like Palpatine. I did a whole deck tech on this 2.0 build, kind of where it goes. I'd made a couple adjustments. If I had to do it again, I'd maybe consider some confiscate to deal with mirrors. But if you want fast, consistent, and fun, I mean, Green Bean can be for you. So check that out. At number 4, this is the new kid on the block. All right, so the story here is 2 guys, Sinatra and Tibbetts, both masterclass alumni. One from Churret, one from Hard Control, have been testing for the months prior to Gen Con, and this is their baby. There was quite a bit of actually the Han Blue in the field that ran from their testing group. There are other people that were on this list as well, but it's a very strong hero control list. I mean, it kind of enters the same space as like a Vader Green may live in on the villain side, but it's trying to use the Han ability to get out your Lukes faster, get to your Crate Dragons. Chewbacca plays well here. This is a really, really cool deck that these guys put a ton of work into. Number 4 on day 3 was Legend of Star Wars Unlimited, Frank the Tank Myers, who's from Alabama. Super nice guy, and he took this all the way up to the top cut. So it has elements of control. It's certainly a little bit more unit-based control than like an Iden Blue-Red. But this list, as you go, if you've played a lot of Turret before, it's going to feel comfortable for you. And it does run the pillage package, the discard package with the K2s and the force throws to try to jam somebody's hand. So if you want a deck that's versatile, can kind of adapt to everything, it has very few, very poor matchups. I think it's unfavored into a few things, but check out Han Blue. This is a deck you're going to be seeing a lot more of. Number 3 on my list, Menace of the Format, Boba Yellow. Boba is good, folks. I mean, it performed well. This is actually the day 3 list that won, that was piloted to an undefeated record. What you're doing with this, it's max tempo. I do like, and I agree, when I had Boba Yellow for testing, I had a Toro-based list too. He can do some really, really cool things with cunning, where if you can control the board, Toro might be able to swing twice with his +4. And then it's got all the great things that have been running for Boba Yellow since the beginning. The Cantina bouncers are favorable, leaning into Forlom and Zuckuss, both bounty hunters, both able to handle your Toros. So if you are into kind of this mid-range aggro tempo type playstyle, I mean, check out Boba Yellow. You don't need me to tell you that. You've probably been running it from the start, but this deck performed well. I mean, it's no surprise, I think, to anybody, or it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody that it played well, and it was able to capture an under-defeated record on the last day. All right, number 2. This was a newcomer to Gen Con, and we had a lot of people looking past Villain Blue-Green no more. I mean, Kira was around. Kira, I saw decks on days 1, 2, and 3 of the event, of the large events. This one is fellow content creator and a buddy, Woo. Took this to an undefeated 7-0 record. Surprises me not at all. I knew that he was hot on this deck from the beginning. I mean, this is the list he ran that day. There's different variations of it. I know he's going to be doing a video soon, so you should definitely check that out yourself. But Kira is in that soft control, blue-green space. Her leader ability gives shields that can be really tough to deal with for a lot of decks. It has all kinds of healing. It had Pelp Return running, and I think playing very well, as it provides a lot of answers for games that go along. And then it has, a murderous trio of Doritos up there in the space arena with Avenger, Relentless, and Devastator locking down and trying to get the win up in the sky. So huge congrats to Wu, who managed a clean sheet throughout the tournament. Check out the number 2 deck, Kira Green, in the final. All right, and here is our number 1 deck of Gencon. I'm calling it Mono Yellow, and this deck was consistently piloted. I know that Ian, the original deck designer, who did very well at SGG Baltimore, had multiple cuts with this. This list is Troy Yamaguchi's list, who was the day 1, number 1 undefeated deck with Han. So this is it's not, it looks good, right? If you're familiar with the game. I mean, it is got some, strong, like, hero yellow aggro elements with Turncoat. You've got Ezra, which is a strong play. Millennium Falcon has and consistently has been one of the best cards for anti-control, coming in ready. You have the double aspect yellow stuff, the Bodies and the Cantina Bouncers, to take care of ripping cards from hand and ripping cards from the board into your hand, respectively. And then we have the Fear Detect DJ combo, where DJ normally takes double aspect to smuggle out, but Tech can make him 2 cheaper. So this deck, I think, performed very well. There are many best decks. We had Pelp Green perform well, though, I mean, the Sabines kind of kept it out of a lot of the top cuts. We had some cool boss decks that played. I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow on the 3 most innovative top cut decks that we saw at the festival. But if you're looking for something to prepare for a planetary qualifier soon, if you're looking for something to go to this 1K, check out one of these lists. I copied all of them onto the swudb. I'm just going to leave these lists sit, so if anybody wants to take out a test drive. And congratulations, and all the credit goes to Troy and Woo and Ian and Sinatra and all these guys that put together these lists and piloted them to success. I think that they all want to see people do well with it. Look forward to content from that. We're going to have a masterclass on actually all of these before set 2 is done. And we have a lot of the great pilots from Gen Con that are actually going to be hosting those if you want a real hour-long deep dive into how these works. In the meantime, I hope this helps somebody. Get ready for your tournaments coming up, that you all perform better. That's why I'm in this, is to try to help the community perform better. If you like this content, give us a like, a subscribe, a quick comment. Let me know how you go as you test these. If you have any questions, some of these guys might be monitoring the comments. Star Wars Unlimited is a close-knit community from all of us that do content for it. And onwards and upwards. We look to see you all throughout the Shadows of the Galaxy meta, and I hope that these lists help get you going strong. Loopee out.